Welcome back to video tutorial section 2013 spreadsheets. Day number 10, exercise 2. Okay, so today is day number 10. We're gonna be working on exercise number 2. We're gonna see the different print options and prepare a spreadsheet for printing, just like in the last video tutorial. We are gonna be using a spreadsheet that we created on day 7. Okay, and we colored to revenue by quarter. Okay. The functions that we're going to be using is prepare a report with headers and footers and use the normal view, page layout view, and page break. Okay, now here's my Excel icon pinning to my taskbar. One click and it's going to open the welcome window. Okay, now right here under reason, I'm going to click into the tour revenue. If I don't see it here, you guys are probably going to need to scroll down and look for it. Okay, so I'm going to click into the tour revenue and here it is. Okay, you guys are gonna remember that we worked on this before. Okay, now print options. Okay, we have file and then we have the print. Okay, so on the right hand side we have a live preview. What we see is exactly what we're gonna get. Okay, now again we are gonna be using the page setup. Okay, now I'm gonna click into the page setup. And in this case we're gonna be using landscape. Okay, I'm gonna change it to landscape and click on OK. And you guys are gonna see the change right away. Okay, back again to the page setup. Now we're gonna be using the second tab, margins, and I'm gonna use the center of page, horizontally, and vertically. Okay, every time that I apply one of these options, I'm gonna click on OK to close the window. Okay, so that we could see the result. Now back to the page setup. Okay, that was the margins. Now we have header and footer. I'm gonna be using a custom header. Using these icons that we saw before, see, I'm gonna insert the date. Center is just gonna be by your last name. Right section, I'm gonna be using time. Okay, so that's the left section, center, and right. Okay, once we have those settings, we click on OK, and then we could use the custom footer. Okay, under the custom footer on the left hand side, I'm just gonna go ahead and use it's only one page, but I'm gonna use a page number. In the center is gonna be IC, and on the right hand section, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and include the time. Okay, so left section, center, and right section, and then we click on OK. And here's the settings. Okay, we click on OK, and there's a header with the date by Martinez, the time, IC, page number. Okay, now if we come back to the page setup, we're gonna see the other option, the last one. Okay, how about if we apply the grid lines and we click on OK? In this case, our value is gonna look better. Okay, now page setup should. We don't have any colors, so we're not gonna be using the black and white or draft quality. Okay, let's say that I wanna display my rows and columns. There you go. That's much better. Okay. Now from here, I'm gonna go ahead and click on save to save those settings. Okay. Now file, print. Okay, so remember right here we click on print. It's gonna start printing. Okay. How many copies we have? Is one. We could select how many copies we need by typing in the number or using the up and down arrow. Right here you guys are gonna see your printer. Okay, and then we have see print active sheet. So there's only one that was active. Okay, now if we have more than one page, okay, we could select how many pages. Okay, maybe if we have like 10 pages, we could select, okay, I want to print pages 2 to 5, etc. Okay, the print one-sided, that's gonna be depending on the capabilities of your printer. Okay, now depending on how many copies I'm gonna be getting, see, we could use the collated, which is already selected by default, or we could use the uncollated. Basically, let's say that we have 5 copies. Okay, and we have on each copy we have 3 pages. Okay, so we could print a series of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or just all ones and then all twos and then all threes. Okay, um, now we have the landscape. From here we can also change it, see, to the portrait orientation, or use the landscape. Okay, the change, we'll see the change right away. The size of the paper that you guys are gonna be using. We always use the 8.5 by 11. Okay, the other size that is very, I mean, very popular, and we see it on a lot of offices, is the 8.5 by 14. See, it's just gonna make it larger. Okay, but you guys are normally gonna be using 8.5 by 11. We could make it smaller, okay, depending on the paper size that we are gonna be using. Okay, see, we have an envelope 6.93 by 9.84, etc., etc. Okay, so I'm gonna come back to letter. Okay, remember every time that you guys open these options, look for the scroll bar. We go scroll up and down is because there's gonna be more options. Okay, we have the margins. Okay, the margins here, we access the page setup, and from here we could change the margins manually. See, 0.75, 0.75, 0.7, and 0.7. And the header and the footer also is gonna have a margin. Okay, so we could change it from here, or we could also use this option right here, depending on how much content we have displayed. Okay, maybe we wanna use white, okay, or maybe when I use narrow. Okay, these options you guys are gonna be using it depending when we get more and more, okay, data into our spreadsheets. Okay, now no scaling. See, it's just gonna print everything as one size. There's gonna be occasions that we could barely fit all the contents. Okay, so then we could use a fit sheet on one page. It's gonna try to shrink everything and fit it into one page. Okay, or maybe we could use a fit all columns on one page, or fit all rows on one page. Okay, so by default it's gonna be no scaling. Okay, and click on save. Okay, during the last video we also saw how to access, right? We have the normal view, and here's the page layout. What's gonna happen? See, from here we could see the header, and header. If we scroll down, we will be able to see the footer. Okay, and from here we could also change or modify our print options. Okay, so there you go. That's the print options. I'm gonna click on save. Okay, and when we click into one of these headers or footers, see, we have the header and footer tools design. Okay, and from there we could insert, okay, different items. Okay, normally you guys are gonna be using, see, page number, number of pages, current date, current time, okay, etc., etc. Okay, um, okay, so there is the print options. Okay, so we could change the view from the page layout, or if we are into the normal view, we can go to File, Print, and from here we start looking into the different settings as well the page setup. And normally I prefer to use the page setup. Okay, there's the page, margins, headers, and sheets. Okay, well, make sure you just click on save and close that. And those are the different options to print into Excel 2013. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.